This show is made possible by United Healthcare. Got Medicaid? Got Medicare? Get more. During part 1, we learned about Warm Blessings and the weekly meals they serve. Now we will continue with part 2, learning about the other services they provide. Thanks for watching.
Have you ever wondered what nonprofit organizations do, or about all their different volunteering opportunities?
Or what about hearing testimonies from the recipients of their care?
Join us on our journey as we walk in the shoes of a volunteer for a day and find out about some amazing organizations that are literally changing the world.
And along the way, meet some true surprising heroes making a difference in the lives of others as we feature another Project Volunteer.
So Chris, thank you so much for meeting me here at Warm Blessings in Elizabethtown, Kentucky today. Can you tell us your story?
I lost a custody case back in 2011. Lost my kids and decided to go on a little retreat. So I lived out in the woods for like 5 years.
Wow.
And I mean, I always had a job, always got money, but I just wanted to get away from the world. So I did, and come across this place. I had just gotten kicked off of Fort Knox for camping out on their property. So come up to E10 and staying up here in the woods and lived there for like 5 years, found this place, and I started helping out around here and volunteering, and I was here every day to help the people. I came today actually thinking I was going to help Miss Linda on her going away party.
Yeah.
But it turns out it's the 9th of January and not December. So.
Yeah, I understand she's retiring soon. I heard about that.
Yeah, it's going to break my heart.
So this place has just truly been a blessing to you and other people around this community.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, this I couldn't imagine Elizabethtown without it, for real. I can't imagine this place without Miss Linda, but
yeah,
you know, sadly I think the day's coming. So
yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do from there on or whatever, but
right.
Chances are I'll probably come back through and
yeah. So what all different things happens here at Warm Blessings?
They do feedings. That's the main thing. They do feedings at like 5 o'clock. During the winter times when it's cold, they do like this thing called Room in the Inn.
Yeah.
And where they organize, or she coordinates with local churches, and they put homeless people up in places to sleep at night. And
man,
so,
Linda's awesome. Man, what a blessing, no pun, Warm Blessings is. What about all the volunteers that come in here?
There's quite a few of them that are really good people. I like a lot of them. I really don't, I don't know who's doing it these days, but back when I was coming up here, we had really a lot of good people.
Yeah.
So, these days, I haven't been here for like 2 years, so, you know, I graduated from this, got my own apartment, got a car, job, so
that's so awesome. And now you're back and you volunteer and you help here yourself. Man, I love, what a great story that is, man.
Come here to help.
You know, sometimes people just need a hand up, and it sounds like a place like Warm Blessings gave that to you.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're giving back to the community.
Miss Linda just donated a car to me 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Donated a car to you.
Yeah.
Just, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
That's what I said. I didn't believe it at first. I thought there was some kind of a catch or something, and I was skeptical at first. But yeah, it was more simple than go to the store and getting something to drink. So
yeah, that's so cool. Chris, thank you for your story and your inspiration. And thanks for coming back, man, and serving at Warm Blessings. I think that's such a cool story. I appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you very much.
How long have you been volunteering, and what brought you into Warm Blessings?
Well, I've actually been volunteering for the past 20 years. My husband's military, so while he's away, it's hard to work. So to fill my time and to fill the void, I've just volunteered. Lots of times you're voluntold, but I enjoyed every minute of it.
Do you have an inspirational story you want to share with us?
Well, I guess my love for volunteering, and it was implemented in me from when I was in high school. There was a couple at our church, and they were very involved with our family. We grew up very poor, and they took their extra time and any extra money they had, and they spent it on my sisters and myself, and that just left a very lasting impression, and it kind of molded my attitude about serving the community.
And you're passionate forward for sure. I mean, you're doing a great work here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What are we doing today?
Okay, so we are going to put together food bags. Sometimes we have patrons come in and they need to take food with them. Typically we try to do it in the evenings when dinner is served, but it's not in stone if you need it earlier. Then like earlier we had a diabetic who came in and she needed something to eat, so we put together a food bag. So we try to put sustainable foods in the bag that are healthy, not just junk food. Sometimes we'll put treats in the bags, and we always want to be conscious that we're using Pop-Tarts. Because you know, when you're out on the streets or you're in a tent or even hotels, you may not have utensils and all the necessities that you need to cook or prepare your food.
I hadn't thought about that before.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. We get a lot of donations that you know, you need eating utensils, can openers, and we're appreciative of those things, obviously, but we try to make it very simple and easy on those in need and those who need to take food with them.
So what do? You just take a bag and you start putting some things
yes,
in there?
Yes, ma'am. So
I'll help you if you want
all
me to
right,
help
perfect.
you.
So we just put some things that are meats. We try to put soups and we like the applesauce we just put in here. That's like a little dessert.
Okay.
And vegetables we put in there.
All right.
And we've got chicken noodle soup and vegetable beef that we put in there. And we do put in ramen noodles. People get very creative on how they fix and eat their ramen noodles. And we have some salmon patties that, not patties, but we're not cooking, but that we'll put in there. And we,
right here.
yeah, so they can have a little flavor to their water.
Okay. That's a nice little bag.
Yeah, it is. And I think, you know, they can come in daily and get this. They're not limited or restricted to how many times a week or a month they can come and get a food bag.
Oh, wow. So you've got a lot of volunteers here, obviously.
We do. We are very blessed. We have a lot of dedicated volunteers who are very dependable and reliable and pretty much keep Warm Blessings operational.
Thank you so much for what you do.
No problem. Thank you.
Paula, can you explain what you're doing right now?
Oh, okay. This is our meal delivery team. Altogether, we have 30 people who deliver for us. On Monday nights, we have about 12 to 14 people. We have many substitutes that come in because these are all volunteers and they have another life to do, so we switch out often, but they all get along and they all coordinate. They kind of coordinate through me. So what we do is we check the sub list, and even though I've already got information prior to the evening of the meal delivery, we sometimes don't find out emergency stuff until the last second. So everybody's usually here ready to go. Any other questions?
How many volunteers do you have, or how many volunteers does it take to deliver meals?
Okay, we have 30. Oh, I talked to you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
We have 30 drivers.
Okay.
And I have about 7 sub-drivers.
Wow. Okay.
We have 30 patrons at the moment that these people deliver to, but some meals might be one meal, others might be 3 or 4 meals.
Oh, okay.
Some of these people have been delivering to the same set of people for years. Like Jackie's been 7.5 years. So
they form a relationship with them.
Oh, very much so. Many of them gives at Christmas or Easter time. They look after them and they keep up with them if they end up in the hospital or rehab. Our program is designed for elderly people who are infirm, who just can't cook anymore, and we want them to be independent, and we can help them remain independent if we can bring some meals to them. But we can only do this on Mondays and Thursdays, so we'd love to do it the whole week, but it's a big task just to get it out twice a week for sure.
You've got a lot of drivers on your list there and a lot of places for them to go.
Yes, and I try to coordinate geographically, but that doesn't always work either. So we do the best we can with the information we have at the moment. So
I'll
we have
let
a
you
good
do your
guide.
thing,
Thank
and
you.
I'll just
Okay.
kind of take it in and
All right.
learn. How about
Okay.
that?
There are going to be a lot of changes, and so I just wanted to give you a heads up. This is something we do often. Like all this paperwork is for John, and so these are people he will sub for because somebody is out tonight.
Oh, okay.
He's also, I'm asking him to deliver for this gentleman on the 16th, which is next Monday night, because I will not be here on the 16th. Now, he will text me to give me an answer because I will not remember what he says. So that's kind of how we do it. So. All right, Miss Carol. Thank you, honey. Okay.
Contact me on.
I definitely will. How many? 2? Okay, we're good to go. Okay, 2. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've got you down as a sub for the 23rd. Enjoy. 2 and 1. Some people like to do it separately, and that is, I've got a lot of people like that, and I just love it because they keep me straight. I'm going to do your 2 first. The 2 is going to be first. Oh, honey, you are getting it down now.
got
That's looking
it.
good.
We just took a little practice.
There we go. This is an amazing operation, how you do all of this and how you keep it all together.
Well, thank you. Oh, sweetie, you're doing it. Yeah, there you go.
How's that bread looking?
That bread is looking just
for
awesome.
Jackie.
Just took a few to get it ready.
Okay, did I already give you your 2? Okay, so here comes the 1 for Jackie. Okay, hold on. There we go.
I think I'm going to go with Jackie on her delivery.
Well, Teresa,
Excited
enjoy.
about that.
Thank you for your
much.
help.
Absolutely.
Jackie, how long have you been delivering meals for Warm Blessings, and why do you do what you do?
Well, I've been delivering meals for 7 years. I'm one of the original drivers. I think there are 3 of the original drivers left, and I'm one of those. And I enjoy doing it. I like to get out with people and among people. And so that's one reason. There were 2 things I wanted to do when I first retired. And one was to perhaps deliver meals to people who are in need. And also I wanted to ring the bell for the
Salvation Army?
Salvation Army. Haven't done that yet, but I've been delivering meals for 7 years. And usually I deliver either 4 or 3 meals, and I deliver on Monday night. Now, Warm Blessings has deliveries for Monday and Thursday night, both, but I only deliver the one night.
Now, you and Sally know each other, right?
Oh, Sally Edwards and I have known each other for a long, long time, even before she married and had a family. And it's been through medical reasons, problems, and she's a very optimistic person, and I just enjoy it because she's always smiling when I get here.
She is. I can't wait to talk to her too. So what would you say to someone about volunteering as far as, you know, getting them to volunteer and the reasonings behind it?
Well, I think you're doing something for other people, which I've always done as part of my career and the things that I've done through the years. But it helps your community as well. Mm-hmm. And I volunteer at the Hardin County History Museum. I collect newspapers and volunteer and take those to the new animal clinic.
Oh, okay. You're busy.
And I also collect, my Homemakers Club is collecting calendars right now for Springhaven, and it gives those people an opportunity to have a place for their medical appointments through the year.
Volunteering, does it give you that energy?
Oh, yes.
And it
I
just
guess
gives you that purpose.
I guess I kind of live on that energy. Mm-hmm. That and my dog.
Jackie, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Sally, thanks so much for talking to me today and sharing with me how you feel about the volunteers like Jackie, like your friend, from Warm Blessings.
I think it's a wonderful program. You know, like me, you know, I can't stand anymore to cook or anything, and we get 2 good meals twice a week, you know, and we have some wonderful volunteers, and Jackie's my friend. She's been my friend for a long, long time and everything, and you appreciate when they come in, you know, you see a face that you know, and everybody that I've had has been wonderful. Even George and Angie and Judy, they've been wonderful, you know, coming in and bringing me meals.
Right. It takes a lot of people to volunteer and to deliver meals, and just like your friend Jackie, and that relationship probably
that
grows a little
helps you out,
deeper.
you know. It makes you feel like, oh, gee, I saw somebody today, you know.
Right.
And that's the reason my son calls me. He'll say, you know, what have I been into? Because he knows I get into a lot, you know.
How would you encourage someone out there to get involved with volunteering if they can?
Oh, if you love people, and I volunteered for 45 years until I got sick, and the doctors told me I had to quit. But if you love people, you know, you want to be with them, you know, you want to be out in the crowd, not like Walmart, you know, don't want to be in that crowd. Sorry. But, you know, it's wonderful because you meet so many people and everything, and you get a bond between them. It's wonderful.
And people need to build relationships with one another.
Yes.
I think, you know, the society has kind of gone away from that a little bit, and we need to draw closer to one another.
Yeah, and they've got to think about the older people, older generation, let me put that away, because they're not, you know, and they just take you and drop you off and leave you, you know, and that's it. And the more people needs to get together and do volunteering and see what it is and what it's like and how much fun you can have.
Absolutely.
You know.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Linda, thank you so much for meeting me here today at Warm Blessings. It was such a blessing, no pun, to be here. I have learned so much today about this great organization and everything that they do. And I want to know, now this segment right here, we're talking about the room at the inn. Now some people out there watching are like, what in the world does it mean, room at the inn? Can you explain that to me?
Room at the Inn starts the 1st of December through the end of February, and we offer a place for the homeless or just somebody traveling through, like the lady over there, who does not have a place to stay when it gets really cold and the weather gets really bad. And we help them, the paper that we fill out, if they need any medication help or medical help, and they get to eat here. And we have people that pick them up and take them to the place and bring them back.
The local church.
There's 10 churches.
10 churches.
10
wow.
places, yes.
So a church will sign up for a particular night. So tonight we'll be going to a certain church and allowing some of the folks that signed up to go and stay there for the night, right?
Yes.
Man, that is great. I love it that different nonprofit organizations and churches coming together to help people. How cool is that?
I know, it is good.
How important is it to volunteer? Why do you do it?
I just feel like it's part of my Christian belief to help, you know.
Absolutely.
And our church is the one that does all the registration.
Right.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Living
I
Faith
love it.
Baptist Fellowship. We're
Yes.
the ones that do that.
Well, the hands and feet of Christ, right?
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So we have a gentleman here that's going to sign up
Yes.
for room at the inn. So what do we do? If I was a volunteer in training, just show me what you all do.
Okay, first of all, I would talk to him about him staying all night, and I would give him that form to fill out. And it just asks all kinds of questions, medication, health problems, you know, stuff like that. Where he used to live, where he used to work, his name.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
he's filling out the paperwork as we speak.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I make out one of these little cards that has their name, the last 5 of their social security, and birth date. Once they fill out that form and they have this, They come in tomorrow night. All he has to do is show me this card. We don't have to go through this every night.
Gotcha.
They just have to do that one time.
Okay, I got you.
And then I go over the guest expectations with them.
Okay, I see. Simple as that, right?
Yeah.
And then they get a place to stay for the night.
Yes, and they give them a snack, and then in the morning they give them breakfast.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's so cool. Well, I just want to thank you for your service, both of you all, for coming down here and doing this and just being the hands and feet of Christ. I love it.
I want to thank you all for doing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
get the word out.
Yeah. Well, thanks for showing me what it is, and we just hope this show inspires people to want to go out and serve in their community wherever they're at. Right?
Yes, we do.
And thank you, sir, for allowing us to sit in here with you. Very nice to meet you as well.
Lori, tell me about this awesome ministry that you and your husband and your girls are doing.
Okay, so Room in the Inn is a nationwide program that hosts the homeless over the colder months of the year, which is December, January, and February in this area. And each night a church in our community hosts the homeless. We basically give them a roof over their head, a dry place, a warm place, pillow blanket, you know, for the evening during the colder months, just to get them out of the cold.
How long have you been doing this?
Me and my family, these are my girls, and we're missing 2 of them actually right now, 3 of them, 4 of them. Anyway, my girls and my husband have been doing this for about 3 or 4 years now. Yeah.
So tell me about these socks.
These socks are donated by Bombas Footwear. Every time they sell a pair, they donate a pair to a homeless shelter, and our church is blessed enough to be a recipient of these. So when our guests show up on their beds, they have a nice pillow, a nice blanket, and a brand new pair of socks every time they come here. So
I would love that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, now tell me why you do what you do.
We do what we do because people have to be the hands and feet of Jesus. That's all there is to it. It's not for our glory or anything by any stretch of the imagination why we do this. It's to glorify God, to know that these people every one of them is a child of God, just like we are. So they need to be treated the same. It's on our heart to do this. It takes a lot of people to run Room in the Inn. Like, we have so many volunteers from our church. There's 4 of them tonight spending the night with them. So it takes a lot to do it, but it is so well worth it.
You're right, and we are the hands and feet of Jesus.
Absolutely, we have to be.
Can I help you out?
Absolutely.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
Just each one of them have to have a pair of socks put on their bed.
Okay.
So when they get here,
all right,
they get a nice warm pair of socks. Oh, I'm already running out. The girls are getting before me. So that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, did they take your socks, Sugar, over there? Okay. So.
Is this bed right there?
Yeah, I think she's already got some.
Okay.
And then those are volunteer beds.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, thank you, Lori.
You're welcome. I appreciate you guys doing what you're doing. I hope the word gets out. I really do, because
I think it will. I think you'll inspire people to do what you're doing. I really do.
Yeah.
And thank you, girls. I appreciate what you're doing.
We get everybody involved. This is my husband telling me how many people's coming. Hello.
Jackie, thank you so much for your willingness to
Not a
talk
problem.
to me tonight. So we are here at the Room at the Inn at
Yes,
one of the
we are.
local churches in Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about it.
This is basically one of the churches that supplies homeless people with a place, a shelter, shower, and hygiene products, food, and just to give a safe place to get off the street. Yeah. And without this place, a lot of people wouldn't have that in Elizabethtown. And there's a lot of warmth in these places, and a lot of grateful people. There's a lot of regulars that's been here 2 years since it's been open, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have something like this, because I was living in the Vaddox, in Louisville, with nothing, no no support system whatsoever. It was a little more difficult in the inner city, but this place gives you a better opportunity. It's a smaller, more closed group, and you know, it makes you feel comfortable and at home.
That's awesome. I'll just ask you one question. So it takes a lot of volunteers to run a place like this.
Right.
What would you say to potential volunteers? Somebody out there might be thinking about volunteering at a place like this.
Anything helps. Like you want to donate food, clothes, you want to come in, move some chairs around, you know, give a kind word to somebody who's homeless. You never know, that one thing could turn their whole life around.
Absolutely. Jackie, thank you so much for your time, my friend. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Same to you.
Thank you so much for watching Project Volunteer. Teresa, we had a great day at Warm Blessings today, right?
It was amazing. I loved going on the delivery, like actually getting to talk to the person that received the food, and it was just amazing.
This ministry is just amazing, everything that they do, so many volunteer opportunities. We hope it inspires you to get out in your community and volunteer today. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.
If you have an idea for our show, a story of inspiration, or would like to nominate a volunteer hero,
get in on the conversation on our Facebook page or go to projectvolunteer.org. This show is made possible by United Healthcare. Got Medicaid? Got Medicare? Get more.